There's therapy, and then there's knocking down a kitchen wall with people who love you.
This week's Celebrity IOU proves design really can be a love language.
Hi there, I'm Shari, and this is my BFF Rhonda.
And welcome to Designing Besties. This podcast is for women
and brave men
who eat, sleep, and breathe interior design and recognize their addiction to HGTV.
Whether you're rearranging your living room for the 12th time or here to justify another home goods spree, you're in the right place.
Let's talk design, disasters, and all the beautiful chaos in between.
This week, we're recapping the season 10 premiere of Celebrity IOU, and yes, it's already giving us all the feels.
It's called Rachel Brosnahan.
Let me just say it for her. It's called Rachel Brosnahan's Marvelous Makeover.
Oh, thank you. And the title isn't lying. This one is both heartwarming and high-end.
Rachel, aka Mrs. Maisel and Lois Lane, is teaming up with Drew and Jonathan to surprise her best friend's parents with a dream kitchen and a dining room.
And when we say dream kitchen, we mean the kind of kitchen that makes you want to host a dinner party for people you actually like.
So grab your drink of choice and maybe a tissue or two, besties. This one is equal parts demo dust and chosen family love.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about, we have never recapped a Property Brothers show. This is our first time.
The busiest guys in home renovation.
Exactly. Nor have we ever recapped Celebrity IOU. So I thought we'd just talk about the brothers in Celebrity IOU first.
Okay.
Now, I didn't know this, but this show is actually produced by their production company.
Yes.
And they pay for these renovations.
That's right. That's right. I looked up who pays for Celebrity IOU, presuming they would say the celebrity.
I thought so too.
Yeah. No, they pay for it. And donations, of course, and discounts. Have steep discounts, I'm sure.
I bet. And now I know there are a lot of people who are huge fans of the brothers, and I'm one of them. And then there are people who are complaining that they have so many shows on HGTV. Again, I'm on the fan side.
Yeah.
And I actually see these guys doing good things for people.
Agree. And I think they do push right up against the line of overexposure,
Maybe,
too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, they certainly have the formula. And from what I hear, they are, again, the hardest working guys in home renovation.
It feels like it. And I loved last year's Backed by the Bros, which helped people who were literally just stuck with what to do. Yeah. I hope to see it come back.
Me too.
And it reminded me a little of Flipping 101, but without the huge ego.
Yes, yes.
Which is another thing I like about the brothers is they seem so down to earth.
Yes, just really approachable and likable. And I have some insider tea, so to speak, on the brothers.
Okay.
So the designers and landscapers for my backyard here in Las Vegas were on the Property Brothers shows that were filmed here in Las Vegas.
Oh.
And universally, from the pool company owner to the landscape designer to the landscape installer, all said they were great guys to work with. They all felt like they were friends with them. They weren't going to say anything bad about them no matter what, because they felt like they were personal friends after working with them. So
I love that.
I don't know that there's many designers that you would probably get that. They had nothing bad to say about the brothers, which again, I think that's a testimony that they're actually good guys.
It's great to know that how they appear on TV is exactly how they are in real life.
Yes, that they are actually good guys.
And I realized that people watch our episodes in what may be a different time frame than when the shows we're recapping aired.
Yeah.
But I felt like we just need to mention here that 2 Scott Brothers shows that were scheduled to start airing this month, which is July 2025, and they've been postponed.
Yeah. But so has everything else on HGTV right now.
Well, not everything, just Nicole's show.
Yeah, yeah.
Now they've canceled 6 other shows.
Yeah.
We'll probably talk about all that in another episode.
Yeah.
But a lot of people think this is due to HGTV making a lot of programming changes. And I'm wondering if this is related to the change with Warner Brothers Discovery.
Yeah. Well, let's just say it's not helping us in our schedule.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Not to make it all about us besties, but let me tell you, we had to go through this morning and figure out what other shows we're going to be recapping that are kind of current in terms of the schedule.
Yes.
Because there's really not much left in July.
And we're planner personality types, and we do not like not knowing what we're doing. So.
Yeah. So back to Celebrity IOU.
Okay. Rachel Brosnahan.
Yes.
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and Lois Lane in Superman, right?
Yes.
She says she's a nerd for design, which I love.
Yes.
And said that she fell in love exploring the set of her show, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and seeing all the designer attention to detail. She said there was even mail from the 50s in the drawers in the kitchen. I just love that idea of being able to play house as a designer. What a great job.
And I think this is true of many of the celebrities who have been featured on this show. They're like us. They have a love for design. And maybe, like you always say, your 10,000 hours of HGTV.
Yes.
But it's not like they're just here to be a tourist. The celebrity, they're generally involved in the process, and they contribute, even though they're not financially paying for it. They help with the design process, selecting materials, and adding some personal touches.
Well, and importantly, they're not getting paid.
Yes.
So I think that's another element of it that makes it a little even more heartwarming.
Yeah.
Is that they're volunteering their celebrity, right, to get their friends and family a makeover, a Jonathan and Drew makeover.
And the friend she wants to help is her best friend, Carly. They've been friends for 15 years, and they met in, I love the name of this, theater and therapy class.
Me too. I want to take this class.
And Carly has become part of her chosen family, along with Carly's parents, Robin and Ron.
I love that word, chosen family. It reminded me of Renovation Aloha.
Yes. Rachel describes that the parents have had a rough couple of years with some once-in-a-lifetime health issues.
Yeah.
And she wants to make their life a little easier.
Yes, Robin and Ron.
And I started thinking, Rhonda and I need to start a design and therapy class, or at least we need to take one.
Yes, probably take it first, yes. But the parents, Rachel says, were big supporters of her career.
Yes.
So she and Carly, BFFs, and their parents, very much part of her life. So that was nice to hear.
And I love how they decide to do the surprise setup. With Rachel hanging back and letting the brothers ring the doorbell.
Yeah, surprise.
Can you imagine you answer the door and there are the Property Brothers?
So let's do a reality TV check. There's a cameraman and a crew standing in your doorway.
Yes.
Surprise, it's me. No way you knew this was coming, right?
But I want to say, I literally am sometimes in my office, which has a window out to the front.
Yes.
So someone walking onto my front porch, I should be able to see them, but I'm usually not facing that direction. So someone comes up to my front porch, and the first time I know about it is when my dog barks.
Yes.
Or I get a ring notification.
Let me get this straight. You see a cameraman and the crew walking up to your doorway, and you're going to answer the door? No way.
No, they're going to
with
be
makeup
at my
and hair
door.
and your clothes, everything's perfect. Oh, sure.
They could be at my door before I even know. But that was my second thing. So I love how they did the setup. And if I'm just in my, I believe everything they show me on reality TV.
Yes.
I think it was really cute how they decided to do it. But yes, the minute Carly opens the door and there's the Property Brothers, I just want to put yourself in that position of you've opened the door. Here are the Property Brothers and a camera standing on your front porch. What do you, Rhonda, do next?
Shut the door and go put some clothes on and makeup. That would be appropriate.
Yeah, I would have to probably go, depending on what time it is, I might have to go like brush my teeth, put on a bra, put on real shorts. You know what I mean? Give me a second. And then when they go through the house, I do see things that if I knew those people were coming, I would have had to have cleaned up.
Clearly, yes.
And so there's a part of me that I'm on this fence of, I don't know if they know or they don't know.
Shari,
but then there's the donut question.
Stop it. Oh, yes, the donuts. My parents ran out to get coffee.
And they come back with a dozen donuts for 3 people? Now, maybe if that's me, like I love donuts, maybe, but I felt like that seems like a lot of donuts.
Yeah. They knew
and they're all
that there
small
were people
there. So it sort of felt like
maybe
they kind of know.
Maybe, yeah.
But then the shock does seem real when Robin just says she has no words.
Yeah. Again, they're such genuinely nice, approachable people that I feel like the producers were like, jackpot, these are perfect people. And they could give them direction and they would do whatever they were told and still look natural. I have watched some of the IOU shows and the person is not a natural. They look as stiff as a board the entire time. So, yeah, I think the producers were thinking, oh man, we scored with this couple. So,
And now the project they're going to do,
yes.
so they're going to renovate the kitchen and dining room of Carly's childhood home in Topanga Canyon, which is near LA.
It looked like a museum piece from the 70s, to be quite honest.
And they talk about it like nothing in the house has been updated since the 70s.
Perfectly preserved mauve kitchen.
A little gallery.
They didn't even try to, update it ever.
No, they still have the child-proofing locks on the cabinets that were put there for Carly's younger brother, who's now 21 years old.
Like that? Yeah.
And when I see that original kitchen, I just think, oh, it's dark, it's cramped, it's crowded.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought the same thing. Like, if there's ever been a kitchen that needs an update, this is one of them. I will say, isn't it interesting that it's the childhood home she grew up in? Like, how many people do you know that their parents still live in the house they grew up in?
That's true. Not very many.
I asked around work, and I can't find anyone who goes home to visit their parents, and it's the same house they grew up in. Like, people change houses throughout childhood, right? Move to different cities, upgrade, bigger houses, and parents usually downsize when the kids leave.
Now, I can't tell you one of my other BFFs who still lives in Vegas. They're in the same home where their second daughter came home from the hospital.
Okay.
And their older daughter was only 3 years old, I think, when they moved in, and they still live in that house.
So yeah, that's the exception, but mostly it's people downsize when their kids move out.
Now they want to knock down the wall between the kitchen and the dining room, and we learned later from Robin that it's something that they've wanted to do for a long time.
Yes.
And I sort of gave myself a little pat on the back with this because I think about how I'm really good at having this vision and demoing before I don't always think through getting the rest of it put together. But I was thinking like the little pat on the back was about we actually do it.
Yes.
Like you just tore up your office and put in an acoustic wall. And I just feel like at least we do it. We're not there 21 years later and thinking, oh, like I still want to knock out that wall.
Yes. I would also say I've read online that taking down walls is not in anymore. It's not done.
Here we are again with creating a more open space.
Beautiful. It's such a good idea with that house. It made such a difference. And like they said about the lighting even, right? The windows that helped with that kitchen, helped brighten it up. So yeah, anyway, great idea. Take down that wall, open it up.
And then what I can't believe is they agree to a 3-week timeline. And I just want to tell you, besties, this is not realistic. If you're the Property Brothers who have a construction team and a warehouse with items we know from their other shows, like this may be something that you can get done in 3 weeks, but the average person would not be able to get this done in 3 weeks. I can just tell you my experience with contractors here is that, they're going to cancel on you at least 3 times. It's not going to work out. I just feel like...
How long would it take to get those cabinets in?
Well, first you got to find a finished carpenter who's good with cabinetry, and that, good luck with number one. You find someone, you hope they show up. Finding someone who's licensed where I live is also another difficulty, but you really want someone who's licensed. So yeah, the 3-week timeline, I love the idea that for Robin and Ron, they're able to get it done in 3 weeks. Like that would be great. I would love it for myself, but it's really not realistic for the average homeowner to make that happen.
And again, Rhonda's reality TV check.
Yes.
These parents agree immediately without any pushback. Let me think about it.
True.
What if they say no? What if they say, I'd really prefer you redo my bathroom and bedroom?
Oh, or get out of my house. Take a donut, grab a donut, and get out.
Nice to meet you.
You know what? There does have to be something... Or maybe there are episodes they filmed where that's happened and we just don't see it because it never makes it to TV.
I doubt it. I think it's all set up by the producers before anybody shows up on the front porch. Yeah. But anyway, watching this show, I think it would be fun to have someone like Jonathan show me how to use power tools, how to do basic sawing and tile, all these little things that I know I could do. I just need somebody patient, somebody who's not my husband to show me. And I would just love it to be Jonathan. Jonathan Scott, come on by.
And the other thing about the Scott brothers is that Jonathan Scott is a licensed contractor.
Yes.
And on a lot of the shows you watch on HGTV, if they're a couple, often one part of the couple, they don't have a licensed contractor. They're hiring that out.
Oh, there's a couple that got in trouble here in Las Vegas with the
Oh,
Las
that's
Vegas
true,
flipper
because he
flop.
said
Yeah.
he was a contractor, but he really wasn't licensed. And
Nope.
I'll tell you, in the state of Nevada, they are tough on it. In the state of Nevada, they are tougher about being a licensed contractor than they are in the state of California. And I
That's
don't think there's
unusual.
anywhere else that Nevada beats California in terms of regulations.
No.
Nowhere else. Carly also helps finalize the design plan. They talk about the cabinet colors, and we hear, oh, they're going to do two-tone. Immediately, I'm thinking, not another two-tone kitchen, because it's usually not my favorite. And they decide on a skinny shaker, which I love it. I have slab doors for my new kitchen cabinets, and I love them too because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to clean out anywhere on the cabinet door. But if I did anything else, it would definitely be a skinny shaker. I love that style. Carly shares that her parents don't actually care for the veining and like marble tile.
Isn't that odd? They do not like marble. I thought they would say, I don't like it because it stains. But no, they don't like the look of it.
It wasn't odd that they don't love it. It was odd to me that they knew they didn't love it.
Yeah.
That they could articulate, oh, like we don't like the veining in this. I was just surprised by it. A lot of people can't articulate why they like or dislike something, which is why they end up buying something and then taking it back and trying a bunch of things because they're not really clear on what they want or they absolutely don't want.
Yes.
And they love Mexican style tile. And we'll call it like Topanga Canyon tile.
Yes.
I don't think they end up using actual tile from Topanga Canyon tile, but it's a very similar look. Jonathan later calls it Spanish looking.
Okay.
But I think Carly originally talks about it as Mexican tile. And then the family gets booted out. We don't know where they go. We know they're going for 3 weeks.
Maybe Cancun.
And I thought it was interesting. Like they don't talk about like where they're going. And I wondered if Carly still lived with them. So maybe they're going to Carly's house somewhere else.
Nah, well, it doesn't really matter, does it?
No, but if those things I'm always curious about. I would be a good detective because I'm always going to, well, what, where, what, why,
Are
what,
you going to a
where?
hotel? Are you going out of state?
Where are you?
They did talk about the island, that they wanted a much larger island than the original plan. And I thought it was awfully tight with that, like if you're facing the island to the left, where that wall came out. But I guess they couldn't take that wall down.
But they did put it on wheels. So it can move.
And again, the chairs tuck under, so it's certainly manageable.
Yes, and it gives them 3 seats once they turn it. But I was with you. I thought, oh, it looks a little tight. But I do think with it being on wheels and them making it look like furniture for the room.
Yes.
So as they're going through and making changes in there, they convert the gas range to an induction range.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are, I hope they have the right pans. I guess I want to back up.
She uses a cast iron pan, and you can use cast iron on an induction range.
Really?
Jumping ahead to kind of the end of it where she's making, was it potato latkes? I understand that there's a little bit of a learning curve when you go from cooking on a gas range to an induction range. So the idea that she was able to whip up potato latkes and make them, and they were so yummy, and she's on a whole new type of range, seemed a little strange to me. And I actually looked up, I know that California is limiting the use of gas.
Yes, natural
for
gas.
appliances, but the rule is new construction. So they could have kept a gas range.
Okay.
Because I was thinking, oh, maybe in the permitting process, they're no longer allowed to do a gas range, even if it's like for like replacement.
Well, I think he did say that they were environmentally conscious people.
Yes. So I feel like I'm environmentally conscious too, but not enough to give up a gas range.
Me too. But I would like to try an induction. I'd like to try it. I haven't ever tried it. The unknown is a little bit what I'm afraid of. Also, the microwave, these built-in microwaves that are low.
They're getting fancier and fancier.
Ah, yes. And I've never seen one. I've never operated one. I'm curious about them. Like, I'd like to talk to somebody about it. And I understand it's good if you have kids, but my mind immediately goes to one of my girlfriend's daughters put something in the microwave for over an hour, accidentally.
Oh.
Yeah, and broke it. So I'm not sure it's the appliance you want your kids using. Just saying.
I worry about when you have that many movable parts, that things will break down easier. And I use my microwave to heat up the soy milk for my coffee. And I do that like quite often throughout the day. And I feel like mine would get so much use that I would be afraid to try the kind that works like a drawer.
I knew it. I'm just curious. Besties, if you have one, let us know. Do you love it? Do you hate it?
Now, there's some drama as they're installing the cabinets.
Yes.
So they've created this duotone cabinet wall, and at the 90-degree corner of that wall, they've installed a pull-out cabinet, and they realized the pull-out cabinet, once they install the doors on the cabinet wall,
and knobs, yeah,
they're not going to be able to pull it out. And so
I thought that was a great job presenting the problems we all run into.
Yeah, you can have the best kitchen design professional in the world, and these things still happen.
You don't realize it until you pull that spice rack out and go,
oops,
it's going to hit a knob. Yeah, we can't use this.
But they come up with a great fix for it.
Agree, yes. And I love that whole appliance garage concept.
Me too.
Again, I love putting your appliances in a little garage.
And although I'm not a big fan of different finishes for cabinets in a kitchen, especially a small kitchen, because people usually do the island one way and then the back or the bottom one way, but they only did that on the cabinet wall, and it made it look, I want to tell you, I felt like it looked almost like a piece of furniture.
I thought the two-tone was lovely.
I loved it. When the family walks in to see their spaces, I feel like when you look at their faces, they're just in shock.
It was so cute. They reminded me of little kids going from appliance to appliance, opening the drawer and everybody looking in. I just thought that was so adorable.
And then they did porcelain countertops, which the brothers generally do. And I like how they create this neutral background with some texture.
Yes.
No veining. So it really lets the tiled range hood be the star of the kitchen.
Yes, I was wondering about it when I saw it. The orange, red tiles, and then the green island. I thought, I wrote down in my notes, Shari is choking.
You know what? I'm still not crazy about the orange and red on the hood, but what I do know is that they loved it.
Yes, I loved it too.
You know, in one of the
so
pictures,
unique.
he's even wearing a shirt that says Topanga on it. I feel like they're very invested in their community.
Yeah.
And this is really something that is representative of their community. You could tell they loved it.
Yeah, I did too.
And I think about how we're using Joanna's words on our own little projects.
Yes.
And how, even though the brothers don't call it out that they're doing that, one of the things that they said for this space, for these homeowners, they wanted it to feel eclectic. And I think about how they created that, with the mix of metals. Which is subtle but interesting choices, that range hood, the two-tone cabinets, the island that's made to look like a piece of furniture, so it's not really made to match what else is going on.
No, and it's green.
And they absolutely created this really collected, eclectic feel in there with all brand new stuff.
Yes, but without feeling crazy.
Yes.
Messy or bohemian or
Agreed.
A bunch of stuff thrown together. It just looks so polished and finished. I thought it was beautiful.
And the wall being taken out so dramatically changed the space.
The
You
light.
don't notice that the window in the breakfast nook is gone. They have much more storage space, a great place to cook. And as we pointed out before, despite these people on the internet who keep saying people don't want to open concepts, here we have another case of...
Yes.
We took a wall out to make it more open. They even say so we can see through to the dining room and the living room.
We can be included in the activities going on in the house. Yes.
And I will tell you what, I fell in love with that tabletop. That was so beautiful. And when I think about, we were at Crate and Barrel last weekend and we saw the desk that's made of ash.
Yes.
And how different this tabletop looks, and with the pattern on it, I kept thinking, where could I have that in my house? I've never seen anything like it.
It was a work of art, really. I loved it.
I'm just
Pretty. Unusual. That's something if somebody sat down at your table to have dinner, they would immediately comment on that, how beautiful that is.
Yes. And I'm with you. I'm in love with the appliance garages. I don't like to see anything out on my countertop. I put everything away. The only thing you see on a regular basis would be my coffee maker.
Yeah, no, there's no excuse when you have a wall of appliance garages. There's no excuse to have your toaster out, right?
Yeah. Anything else you want to add about this episode?
So there is no mention of final costs.
Oh, that's true.
I wanted to know, what would be a budget for that? Right. And I feel like as people watch, they want to know for their own, like, could I do that in my house?
But I also wonder, because their production company is paying for it,
yeah,
and they have
HGTV
access to products sometimes that either they make, like it's part of their line, and it's their crew. Could they even come up with a legitimate cost that would be something that a consumer would pay?
All new flooring.
Because if they just give you, here's what it cost us, that's actually not helpful. And we always call these shows out when they give us what seems like a cost they're getting versus one that we could get. So I feel like, I don't know how you do it. They don't, on any of the episodes, they really don't talk about the money.
No, they leave that out. So again, it was a nice feel-good episode.
Yes.
I have watched others where the beneficiaries are not quite as sweet as Ron and Robin, not perfectly cast, along with Carly and her lovely relationship with Rachel. So again, a great episode. Really good. Good job, guys.
Yeah, and kudos again to them for this idea that they front the cost for all of this. I am really impressed with these two. They're just so genuinely themselves. That wraps up our recap of Celebrity IOU Season 10, Episode 1, where Rachel Brosnahan traded her Emmy heels for steel-toed boots to give her chosen family the kitchen and dining room of their dreams.
We're talking skinny shaker cabinets, two-tone finishes, a surprise wall removal, and an island that gives those parents some space to actually sit down and relax.
And the whole thing just felt so heartfelt and gorgeous.
Yes.
But can we talk about that awkward moment when the pull-out cabinet hit the corner door like it was trying to start a fight? It actually made me feel better as a former kitchen designer that I'm not the only one who makes mistakes like that.
I felt that one deep in my soul.
But credit where credit's due. The mix of metals, the Topanga Canyon tile nod, and that movable island, that's a slow clap from our chairs, besties.
We've also got a special post going up on our Instagram and Facebook. Tell us, what's the one design choice in your home that makes you feel like you're part of a marvelous makeover?
Oh, now as always, we've got a few apologies to make. I'm sorry for questioning whether a dozen donuts is excessive for 3 people. Turns out it's not if one of them is me.
Can you say pre-diabetes?
If you are vibing with us and your brain is basically made of HGTV at this point, you need to catch up on all of our episodes at designingbesties.com. We're literally everywhere you listen to podcasts, so hit that follow, like, star, or whatever button your app throws at you. We're not picky, we're just needy. Well, until next time, besties, bye!
Bye. See you soon.